The Kardashians clues Kim is on verge of burnout. The Kardashians fans are spotting clues that Kim Kardashian is on the verge of burnout. She has been working herself to the bone and has proudly shared all of her endeavors. Along with that, the mother of four is now managing her eldest daughter, Northwest's career. So what signs is Kim displaying that she may have reached her limit? Keep reading for further details. The Kardashians clues Kim is on verge of burnout. Kim Kardashian has always worked immensely hard regarding her business. When Keeping Up with the Kardashians began, she was the face of the show. She had a sex tape out and was the one that fans tuned in for. Never could anyone have imagined the show would have blown up along with the entire family into an empire. The series ran for 20 seasons, and in that time, Kim launched her own brand, got married twice, and became a mother. There was nothing she could not do and was constantly going, rarely ever saying no. After KUWTK ended, the family launched a new series, The Kardashians, on Hulu, and it was very much the same but a tad more uncensored. Regardless, Kim was always busy, working on her clothing collection and attempting to expand it. At the same time, she and Kanye West had split, so she was focused on being the best single mother she could be. However, she was also studying to become a lawyer, working on prison reform, raising her 4 children, and delving into acting. Then, Northwest began performing, and she was responsible for that. Now, the Kardashians fans are seeing signs that Kim Kardashian is completely burnt out. They are noticing more and more, so much so that a Reddit thread was started. The OP pointed this out. Has anyone noticed that for the whole of the new season on Kardashians, Kim looks and sounds completely exhausted? They added her voice sounds croaky, her eyes are glazed, and they feel she has taken on too much. Now it is catching up with her. Did other followers agree or just think that was who she always has been? Other factors. It was hard for some Kardashian fans to sympathize with Kim Kardashian and her single mother plight. They believed that she had a lot of help and nannies, so she was not doing this all on her own. Therefore, they felt there were other factors as to why she may appear off. Also probably perimenopause, speaking as a mom in her 40s who is also facing peri. Same sis, I'm 43. Ugh. Hew. Over here, cold and sweating at the same time while crying and angry for no reason. 46. Of course, others felt that she did this all to herself. No sympathy here. She did it to herself. Just look what it has done to her charming daughter North. Finally, some fans believed that Kim's voice was intentional and she liked the way that she sounded. In the end, Kim could be extremely overworked and exhausted, but she shows no signs of ever slowing down. Kim Kardashian is an empire, a brand, a walking manifestation of hustle culture. From reality TV queen to beauty mogul, legal enthusiast, fashion innovator, and devoted mother, she wears more hats than most of us could balance in a lifetime. But with all that responsibility comes an undeniable toll, and lately, the signs have been there. Kim might be on the verge of burnout. The Kardashian-Jenner family has always been known for their relentless work ethic, but even the most superhuman among us can only keep up the act for so long. Kim has often prided herself on not sleeping and always working, but recent moments on the Kardashians and her public appearances suggest that the cracks are beginning to show. Let's break down the clues that Kim might be running on fumes. 1. The emotional roller coaster. Kim has always been known for keeping her composure in the public eye. She's the level-headed sister, the problem solver, the one who can juggle 5 crises at once while still managing to look flawless. But lately, viewers have noticed that her emotions seem to be running high. In one episode of The Kardashians, she broke down in tears, overwhelmed by the pressures of being a single mom while managing her billion-dollar businesses. "I just can't do it all," she admitted, a rare moment of vulnerability from someone who often presents herself as unshakable. Crying isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign that she's human. And it's also a sign that the sheer weight of everything she's balancing is becoming too much to bear. 2. The sleep deprivation confession. Burnout and lack of sleep go hand in hand, and Kim has never been one to shy away from admitting that her schedule leaves little time for rest. In interviews, she's joked about surviving on 4 hours of sleep and relying on intense morning workouts to keep her energy levels up. However, the effects of sleep deprivation are well documented: irritability, forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating. In a recent episode, Kim forgot a major business commitment, something that is incredibly uncharacteristic for her. Could this be a sign that her mind is simply too overworked to keep up with the endless demands? 3. The overwhelming workload. Kim isn't just running one business, she's running multiple. Between Skims, SKCan, her law studies, multiple brand collaborations, filming the Kardashians, and raising 4 children, it's easy to see why she's stretched thin. During a recent family conversation, Kris Jenner even expressed concern over Kim's insane schedule, warning that she needs to slow down before she crashes. If Kris, who built the Kardashian empire and is the ultimate workaholic, is worried, that's a major red flag. 4. The desire to escape. In several recent episodes, Kim has hinted at wanting a break from the limelight. She's mentioned how much she enjoys taking time away from Los Angeles, and she's spoken longingly about being able to focus on studying law without the distractions of fame. Could it be that she's contemplating a major shift in her life? The thought of stepping away, even briefly, might be a sign that she's craving relief from the constant pressure. 5. The physical signs of stress. Burnout doesn't just affect the mind, it affects the body. Recently, fans have noticed that Kim has looked more fatigued than usual, even with her typically flawless beauty routine. She's also spoken about experiencing stress-induced psoriasis flare-ups, a condition she's battled for years. Psoriasis can be triggered by overwhelming stress, and her recent outbreaks could be a sign that her body is signaling a need for rest. 6. The perfectionist pressure. Kim has built an empire on perfection. Perfectly curated photos, impeccable fashion choices, flawless business ventures. But perfectionism is exhausting. The pressure to always be on, to always be the best, can take a serious toll. During an episode of the Kardashians, she opened up about the stress of always having to live up to expectations. "People expect me to be perfect all the time," she said, "but I'm just one person." That kind of pressure isn't sustainable forever. 7. The increased need for support. Kim has always been independent, but lately, she's been leaning on her family more than ever. She's confided in Kris, vented to Khloe, and even sought advice from her friends about how to handle everything on her plate. Seeking support is healthy, but for someone as self-reliant as Kim, it could be a sign that she's truly struggling to manage it all on her own. 8. The shift in priorities. In past seasons of the Kardashians, Kim was laser-focused on business, fame, and success. But now she's talking more about balance, about wanting time with her kids, about making space for her personal well-being. In an industry where hustle culture is glorified, this shift in mindset is telling. It suggests that she's becoming more aware of her limits and recognizing that she can't continue at this pace forever. What's next for Kim? Burnout isn't something that happens overnight. It builds over time. The clues are there, but the question is, will Kim take a step back before it reaches a breaking point? She's one of the most powerful women in the world, but even she isn't immune to the realities of stress and exhaustion. Hopefully, she finds a way to prioritize her health and happiness before burnout forces her to. One thing is for sure, Kim Kardashian is a force to be reckoned with, and no matter what happens next, she'll find a way to come out stronger than ever.